This coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Atlanta Falcons.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from Ford Field. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know what the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
And 10.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Peterson. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. So they will go for it. Stafford. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
That's the reason we ball for.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
A gain of 2.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan.
The 23-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. By Tracy Walker, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. It's a big play there for the Lions. And even 70 yards.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now we're first and 10 at the 11. To throw is Stafford. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Number 45.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Ricardo Allen brought him down. It's a gain of 2.
Stafford on third down. Pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. Now they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Gurley now out of the gun. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And he completes this to Russell Gage. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage, 82 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Now for the point after.
For the point after.
It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
It's the score, Falcons 7, Lions nothing. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10. at their own 21-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through it.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Kenny Galladay, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. That was a nice little setup there off play action for the long touchdown pass.
Yeah, I've got to tell you, it brings back bad memories for a guy like me as a former defensive back because in a playbook I knew a long time ago, we described that play pattern as draw pass 9 go, meaning fly pattern after the play action pass, try and hit him for the deep ball, and boy, were they successful on that one. So tough because his speed is so great, you've got to make sure you don't miss any cues or keys in order to try and keep up with him.
Draw pass 9 go. That's still a nightmare to this day.
Yeah, I still wake up in the middle of the night and feel the guy going past me.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the counter, Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Jamie Collins makes the tackle. A 2-yard gain on the play.
And the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Gurley now. Toss right. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up, because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. He's picked up just shy of midfield. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, this is is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. With a double coverage, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
They're about set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Gurley again here on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Gurley. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. And
3rd and 2. Now Ryan. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. Going to be incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
No, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is saved. Dante Fowler. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Russell Gage. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Coup now for the point after.
For the point after.
And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6.
Falcons 14, Lions 6.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final? They got his man complete. And they get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, 78 yards. And the Lions are a 2-point conversion away from tying this game. Out of the gun, Stafford being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
10-yard line.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up. On 2nd and 9. A slant to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Now Ryan on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Falcons. From Calvin Ridley, 46 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Coup for the extra point.
For the point after.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Falcons 21, Lions 14.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because
double team, and it's intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. He gives to Gurley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 30-yard line.
Again they run with Gurley. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He's taken down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Falcons 28, Lions 14. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. From the gun, Stafford. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. But that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, Stafford. Looking deep downfield. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Jay Hawkinson.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. And they'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, 75 yards. And the touchdown. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Here's Smith to return it.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 10 yards on the pickup. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
And inches at the 45-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Options galore here, second and a few inches. Here's Gurley. Pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. And the Falcons first down.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Ball carrier. He's brought
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now Gurley. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 31. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Falcons on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
4th down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Gurley. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now it's Gurley. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd
and the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, Ryan. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Deshaun Hand. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. This is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. On 1st and 10, Stafford. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Back to the air, Stafford on 2nd down. And a tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Stafford on 1st down. Gets it quickly to Gallagher. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. On 1st down, Stafford here. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground, and the Falcons grab it. There he goes on the side. And that might just submit it. Return for a late touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Crew able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
20.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Taken in the end zone. Decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and we'll do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons are close to finishing off this football game. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. His throw caught at the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is